Anyway, this isn't the sort of walk you want to bring your grandparents on. And I wobbled and I was about... Guys, it's been a long time, I know, but it's Rosa, and today you join me back, and today I'm hiking in glorious mid-Wales. Currently I'm behind the last dam at Elan Valley, which I think is Craigdhu. I will have to put it up on screen, and today I'm going to attempt this, Monk's Trod. Now, I started it the other day, didn't get as far as I would have liked to, but it was more of a day for scoping. Anyway, today's going to be loads of views, loads of smiles and a big adventure, and I'm taking you along with me to enjoy them. You might have seen some already in the intro, so let's get to it. Just over there is the back of the last dam of the Elan. I'm actually parked somewhere down there at Pont Elan, and I am heading up here, which marks the start of the Trod. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, be aware when you do paths, especially in this section of Mid Wales, that it's going to be muddy, because it always is. This area, as you can probably tell by that, has an awful lot of rainfall, even comparatively against the rest of Wales. It has a lot of rainfall, but it certainly makes for a fun and exciting, if not slippy, ascent of this hill, and then it levels out then. Right, I'm now on my other camera, sorry if it's a bit shaky, to show you where I'm parked. So I'm just there, that white van, and in the space of minutes I've made it all the way up here, and now I've got to get up here. Another feature of these early parts of the Trod are signs where people have tried to use their 4x4s to get up here. It's a bit of a challenge around here, but people do try it, and I get the sense that the owners of this land aren't actually all too fond of that, because it creates these big gullies, which actually helps me figure out where the trail is, so it's quite good for me. Now, even the lens on my DSLR isn't that strong, but just, if I can hold it, just over there is a really remote bothy. Now, these are things that you can stay in overnight for free, but they don't have any real amenities. They're just to keep you safe and sheltered. Now, my parents are actually heading over there today to have their lunch, I think, and admire this view, which I gotta say, I think is a very bloody good idea. We're now at the top of, well, this summit anyway, and this is where it's going to start getting pretty gnarly, I think, but I'm so excited. From this point on, I'm following my knowledge of the map, because I'm trying to find 3 mountain lakes that are basically at the end of this trail, but for now I'm satisfied with these views. I'm still going to try and find the lakes though, because they're meant to be gorgeous. Oh, would you look at that. The reason why it's called Monk's Trod is back in the day, the monks used to keep all their sheep and grazing animals here, and they used to trod all the way back to Trod, Florida Abbey, which is quite a way away. I won't be doing that today, but I will be trying to find the lakes. And this is, they must have had a hell of a time, because these aren't easy conditions. It's nice at the moment, but I've heard it's meant to get quite steep, and I'm already out of breath. Welcome one and all to my first trial. Ba, ba, ba. I think I've come quite a way now, but I'm carrying on the trail. I truly love this. I mean, I live in a very beautiful area, as I'm sure you're all aware, but places like the Brecons and Mid Wales and even North, that is true wilderness. And I mean, just look at this. You really can't top this. Yeah, you know what I was saying about this being really nice and all that? That right there is a little... I literally just was walking along this little line here, and the bank gave way and I put my whole leg into the water. Now thankfully it wasn't cold, which I'm quite grateful for, but now it means when I get back I'm going to have to dry the living hell out of my boots. Oh joy. Look at this though, really makes up for the wet leg, to be honest. So I decided to stop very briefly for about 5 minutes there and get a photo of that. At the time the lighting was perfect condition, so in a moment I will chuck up the edited version on the screen. Now we're very nearly at the top now. I think this is the highest we get, and then it's just a question of following the ridgeline then down to the lakes, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Now I'm not sure where I am, but that looks like a road sign, and I don't remember this part of the mountain road, which is really awkward. So at least I know my way. Okay, scratch what I said. It's not a road, it's to tell people not to 4x4 up here unless they have a permit. I feel sorry for the person that had to drag that sign from all the way down there to up here. I don't know whether the GoPro picks up the other side of this mountain, but the views, bloody hell, are absolutely stunning. It's akin to the Brecon Beacons, that's all I can say. And all the way over there is the other part of the mountain road, which me and Caddy actually did, but I didn't do a video of it, so I'm sorry guys. I'm trying to follow this boggy, trodden path through this region. It is, well, to say the least, it's a bit of a trial, this part. The navigation is difficult. It looks really gorgeous, this bit, and to be honest it is, but thanks to this it's a bit of to try and walk in it, to be honest. It's a bit stodgy, but thanks to these tracks it actually marks as some sort of a path for me, which means hopefully minimal usage of the map today. Yeah, so basically I'm all the way out here in the middle of Wales, basically the geographic centre of Wales. I've just checked my phone and I got signal up here. How random is that? I can't even get that in some towns, and I'm up here in the middle of bloody nowhere and I got signal. What? This camera doesn't really give depth, but that down there looks like a massive drop. After all I said earlier, it's official. I've decided to turn back now, and I'm walking back. I got to that bit of the hill, and it just got so incredibly arduous and a lot more difficult to navigate than I thought it would be. So I've decided to cut my losses and basically head back, which is nice, you know. I'll get a good bit of the view on the way back for us to see. Didn't quite make it to the lake, so when I got on top of the hill they were pretty much almost throwing distance away, but I knew damn well they weren't throwing distance away. They were still a good solid couple of miles, and that isn't just a couple of miles on a flat cycle path, you know, that's a couple of miles on this. And I tell you now, I've done a lot of difficult walks in my time, a lot of varied terrains, but I have to say, even though this isn't the highest I've ever been or the steepest, this is probably the most difficult walk I've ever done. I mean, look, this is what I'm walking through at the moment. It's either that or get my feet even more soaked.